You're listening to the Dark Mage of Rhudaur, a Middle-earth role-playing actual play podcast presented by Geek at Arms. After the funeral that you had for Bofin, you return upstairs to find out what's going on, and immediately a sergeant meets you and is saying, "Okay, now you guys, you fellows are wounded here. Let's get you down onto a bunk, and we'll call for the lady of the tower to come and take a look at you." So they escort you into the barracks room that you were in initially. Get you sat down, and they're looking at Mhenuk's arm and his leg, and Aragost's leg. And after a few minutes, a Dunedain woman comes into the room. She's apparently very beautiful because all of the humans in the room are stealing glances at her. Aragost, of course, knows exactly how beautiful she is.
It would be as if her beard was glorious. I know her.
Yes. So as soon as Yanfled enters the room, she sees Aragost, and she gets this big smile on her face. She says, "Aragost, I had no idea that you were here. How long has it been?"
Too long.
Well, they told me that there were some injuries here, and that looks nasty. Let's take a look at that. And she immediately comes over to Aragost, and she has a little satchel that she pulls some herbs out of, and a small knife that she uses to cut away your pants leg. And she smears some kind of a concoction. You feel a bit of a tingle of power from her hands. And let's see how long that's going to take. Oh, wow. Your leg wound is going to heal very, very quickly. You can feel like the muscle writhing in your leg, knitting together. You can almost see it healing right in front of your eyes. And as soon as she's...
Oh.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, thank you so very much, and don't forget my friend here, point towards Mhenuk.
She says, "Oh, of course, you're very, very welcome." She gives you a very warm smile. One of the soldiers in the room kind of clears his throat, and she gives him a dirty look. And then she turns over to Mhenuk and gives him a look of a little bit of confusion, because he is, of course, a very, very ugly dwarf. Oh, and I meant to ask, what is Aragost's general demeanor?
Friendly, respectful, not quite stoic, but not loud and boisterous either.
Okay. So she goes over to Mhenuk and kind of repeats the same process, except she also takes a look at that broken arm. And her magic isn't quite as effective on the dwarf as it was on... Actually, I might need to make resistance rolls here.
Oh, is it? What's it?
For the same reason that Glock's spells often don't work on himself.
I'm trying to find out where it was on the sheet. Because the resistance is listed somewhere, isn't it?
It's on the first page, under your defensive bonuses area.
Yes. That's right.
132. All right, so you've got a minus 55 on your resistance roll, so go ahead and
nice.
Roll channeling resistance.
Channeling resistance?
Yep.
Okay. With minus 55, you said?
Yep. Excellent roll. All right. Spells take effect completely. Except you only gave yourself a minus 5 instead of a minus 55. Oh, no, that was the bonus because of being a dwarf. Never mind. Okay. All right. So she seems a little bit worn out after tending to all of you. But now your leg will heal in a mere 5 hours instead of like 14 days.
That was 3.
Well, his broken arm was going to heal in 3 days.
Yeah.
But it had 1 day left, but it's now down to 9 hours. So by the time morning comes around, you'll all be perfectly healthy.
Yay.
Nice.
Cool.
So you can remove any penalties to activity, except
you know
for
what
Bofin,
that sounds
who is
like?
still dead.
No reasons not to use plate. Let's go.
All right. So then it is evening, or getting into night. So those who were wounded can go ahead and bunk down here in the guard room in the barracks. And then Mhutvak and Glock are downstairs in those unfinished tunnels in the lower cellars. In the morning, you gather back in the barracks for breakfast, and Dagar comes to find you and is here to give you your pay. And he's very, very thankful that you helped him get his shipment here well ahead of his deadline. And how much did I say he was going to pay you?
That's really dangerous.
Oh, how I wish I was taking notes. Because I don't know.
That was a rhetorical question because I do have that information here. In
Good.
The somewhere.
I'm glad you do, because I was going to make something up.
600 gold pieces. No.
And a dragon.
There hasn't been dragon in these parts in 600 years.
I seem to recall that it was 3 gold each. So we'll go ahead and go with that.
Okay.
And because Bofin did not survive, he'll go ahead and pay his salary out to you also. So that's going to be 4 gold for each of the dwarves.
All right.
Aragost gets nothing.
Yep, I joined late.
4 gold?
4 gold.
And I'm going to take a wild guess here and say what she did to us last night involved the Athelis herb.
No, actually, she's her training in Tharbad was as a healer, so those were innate skills, and she supplemented it with some herbs.
Okay.
But Athelis is rare and very, very valuable, so it wouldn't have been used for those relatively minor wounds. Now, if you'd been stabbed with a Morgul dagger, then she might have broken it out. Okay, so after you've breakfasted and you've received your pay, finally, Oswy comes back down with Marendil in tow. Marendil is a grave-looking kind of dour Dunedain, and he's got a very, very finely crafted hand axe on his belt. And he says, "Well, I regret that you weren't able to escape the fortress before the siege came down, but I shall be very pleased to have what look to be 4 more able warriors to help us with this. Aragost, I have heard of you by reputation, but I'm afraid that we've never had the opportunity to meet. I am Marendil Rhudaur, captain of this fortress."
Yes, you are Marendil. I've been acquainted with some at the fortress before.
Is that so?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're very pleased to have another blade in our service. You're most welcome here. Mhenuk, you still have that ring, I believe.
Ah, yes, that's true. I guess I did take it last time.
Would you like to present that to him now?
I will. Hold it out in my hand.
So when Mhenuk extends his hand with his ring in it, Marendil gives him a peculiar look and says, that is the signet that I ordered some time ago. You're delivering this to me? Thank you very much. And he takes it. Everybody give me a perception roll, please.
What was the name of the guy who gave it to us?
Nason. Mhenuk and Mhutvak, as you hand over the ring, you notice the cook is in the room serving up some breakfast to the soldiers. And as soon as he sees that ring, he flinches visibly. You have no idea why.
Nason was like a merchant, right?
Yes. He works for Dagar's father.
Mm-hmm. All right. The cook, you said?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, so at about this point, one of the soldiers bursts into the room and says, "My Lord Captain, there's something happening outside that you should see." Marendil bows slightly to Aragost and says, please pardon me. Apparently there's something happening.
Are you sure you would like an extra set of hands with you?
If it pleases you, you may certainly come along.
Follow him out.
All right, so he leads the way up the stairs and then up a ladder up to the 4th level of the tower. And looking out through the arrow loops and over the palisade to the south, there's a number of men gathered up on the... actually, I should show you the big map here. So on this ridge line to the south, there's a lot of hillmen up there shouting and waving weapons. Well, at least it sounds like it, you get the feeling that they're shouting. They're awfully far away, so it's hard to hear them. And Marendil's face clouds over and says, so they're here to taunt us already, are they? Oswy, saddle up the lancers. Let's drive those riffraff from the hill. Oswy gets a concerned expression on his face and says, my lord, there's quite a number of them out there. We'll be outnumbered, and we'd have to cross the fen to get them. I don't think that a horse charge is necessarily the best idea. Anyone have anything to interject?
Is there anything between us and them, or are they kind of staying at that distance?
Well, you've got the palisade at the bottom of the hill that you're on, and then that large grass area, and then the river and a little bit of fenland, and then they're up on that ridge. So there's not really much of anything.
Sorry, I meant in terms of combatants. Oh. I can read the map mostly, but like, is the body of people all back there? They've backed off from trying to hit the tower itself.
Right. Yeah, they're all on that ridge.
Okay.
They've got the river as cover, so because they know that the Volsegi are have horses, and so they're not stupid.
Mm-hmm.
So they're further south of number 4. Is that where you had pointed with your cursor?
Right. They're here at 3.
Ah, got it. Okay.
On that ridge line.
Oh.
This is all rock, I'm guessing.
It's grassland mostly.
Over here?
Hang on, where's your...
I'm up near the top. Well...
Oh, those are trees. That's forest.
And I know this is forest.
Mm-hmm.
We could send people very slowly through the forest.
Are you suggesting this out loud?
Yeah.
Beg your pardon, sirs. What advantage could we gain by flanking them from the west?
Osby nods his head a little bit and says, well, they will of course see us coming, because there's no way we'd be able to cross the river without them being aware of it. But at least we wouldn't have to cross the river right in front of the ridge where they'd be able to shoot at us as we do.
Maybe cross the river just beyond the border wall there?
Yes, that is a good plan. Such as it is, I still am not terribly certain that it's a wise plan to attack uphill into superior numbers through a swamp.
True.
Although the ground is a little firmer if we swing in from the south. But we also have no idea how many more numbers that they might have lurking a little bit further away amongst the hills.
Indeed. And
is there any way we could draw them to us?
Marendil scowls and says, they're barbarians and ruffians. One good charge and they'll scatter.
Well, Mhutvak, you and I are far from home, so perhaps our friends already know better. But on the road, we did hear of organized hosts arriving from the south. There may be more behind these so-called ruffians than you think.
Aye, that'd be my concern.
What do you mean? Explain.
Who were the people we saw on the way up? Which nation were they from?
Dunlendings.
On the road, we encountered a small group of Dunlendings. Is that it?
Dunman. What are they doing this far north?
They said they had been sent. Fortunately, the group we found was small enough to be dealt with. But they said that there were a larger group of them moving north. We were surprised to see them this far as well.
Do you know how large?
I'm afraid I don't remember questioning them in that much detail.
I'm suddenly reminded that you had a fellow that you rescued. What was his name?
Has he just been sleeping in the wagon the whole time?
Presumably he was brought in and attended by Yanfled at the same time that you were. Baga,
it's not Dagar, was it?
No, Dagar is your employer.
Okay.
It was Baga.
Oh, I don't have him on the list. Okay.
Did that pop up for you?
Yes.
And you found him in the ruins of the tavern at Meg Tuira, mostly dead. And so Oswy says, that fellow that you brought in with you, the one who was delirious with the cold, he was from the village down there, I believe. Perhaps he might know more about numbers. Marendil rolls his eyes and says, "Very well, we'll interrogate the barbarian. You follow them back down to the barracks."
Yeah.
All right. And once there, they managed to rouse Baga long enough for him to tell them that there were at least 300 that attacked the village. Marendil thinks that he's exaggerating, but is still concerned that there was evidently a large enough force to take Mage through its walls with apparent ease, and he's now reconsidering his cavalry charge. Is there anything that any of you would like to do over the course of this day while Marendil and Oswy debate with one another over attacking?
I'd be interested in looking at the armor situation. I know I couldn't wear human-sized armor and couldn't blacksmith something in this short of a time, but maybe I could patch something together.
Okay.
In the right size.
They do have a decent selection of chainmails already available if that's what you're going for.
Oh, okay.
Obviously, nothing in the right size, but you could definitely clip some rings out of what they've got.
Yeah.
And smallen it up. And they have a smithy in the upper cellars. So this room 9.
Cool.
There it goes. That's centered. Is a small forge. It's kind of disused, and they're mostly using it as storage for the oil and lead that they'll heat up and pour down on invaders.
Okay.
But with a little bit of work, you can get it up and running and try and construct something.
Yeah, I'll fire it up. It'll be good to use my arm again.
All right. So go ahead and the armor that you're looking at modifying is fairly high quality. In game statistics terms, it's +5.
Cool.
So go ahead and make a smithing roll. This is normal iron, so there's no modifications.
Okay, so smithing at 0.
81. All right, so that's a result of partial success. You made something. It isn't pretty. It doesn't do the job well, but it works to some degree.
It matches me. I'll take it.
So it gives a -5 penalty, but
Okay.
since it was coming from a +5 suit of armor to start with, that kind of balances out. So you can just go ahead and add a
Cool. So chain
chainmail.
and then add to item defensive bonus -5, I guess.
No, you don't have to do that. The bonus from the original armor and the penalty from your bad smithing work cancel each other out.
Oh, I see. It wasn't a
So it's-
-10 that got canceled. It was a -5.
Right.
Cool.
It was +5 and -5. So
And then what's the weight of a set of chain?
chain is reference tables. Chain armor weighs 20 pounds. However, since you're a dwarf, make it 15.
Cool. And then can I say that my plate is dropped now? Does that make sense?
Yeah,
be
put it
carrying
in
it
a
Or add it to other possessions, I guess.
yeah,
makes
add
more
it to other
sense.
possessions, and if you need a cart later on, we can figure that out.
Yeah. And then location, where are we? Tirthon. Cool.
Yeah. And then do you want to also make arm and leg greaves?
Yeah.
Keep in mind that they will impose additional penalties.
Yeah, they do impose penalties, but I'll see how I do, I guess, if I have the time to craft, assuming.
Okay. Go ahead and make 2 more rolls. Arms first.
Okay. 1, that's worse. And 2, that's better. Slightly.
Okay.
I don't know where the partial success cutoffs are. We'll find out.
All right. So your arm greaves are just not suitable for their intended purpose.
Cool. Throw them out.
The leg greaves are actually looking pretty good. If you spend a little bit more time on it, which would take you into the next day, you'd have to do a little bit of work tomorrow. You can try again with a +20 bonus. Otherwise, you get the same -5 penalty as the armor would give.
Yeah, no, I'll set them aside and work on it again tomorrow.
All right. Mhutvak, what are you doing with your day?
I would like to work on this broken Morning Star that I had picked back up out of Dagar's cart. I'd like to see if there's an opportunity for me to repair it. How much will it cost? And
Okay.
because that might be a good weapon to carry with me. I mean, the Warhammer's been great, but
Mhm.
Morning Star's
So
pretty cool.
the sergeant at arms takes a look at it and says, "Well, now your friend is down there on our forge, and to be honest, he's the first one who's operated the thing in several years. We don't generally keep an armorer on site. We get all of our gear from down to the south.
Okay.
I guess you could have your friend look at it, or if you like, since you're going to be contributing to the defense here, you can take something from our armory. So if you'd
Uh,
like, you could get a Morning Star from their store.
that might be fair.
It's actually more than fair because, like the armor, this is high quality stuff,
Awesome.
and so it's +5. You can put that in the item column
Okay.
of your one-handed concussion, and then it's also +10 just for being a Morning Star. But you take a B critical if you fumble it. Aragost, what are you doing with your day?
Wondering if I could pick up a nicer sword, but no, probably catching up with what's her name?
Yanfled?
Inflid, yeah. And
All right.
anybody else who I may recognize as well. Kind of trying to keep an ear on Marendil and Osri as well. Just kind of making sure they're not going to do neither of them's planning anything overly stupid.
Okay. They have closeted themselves in Marendil's sitting room, which you might be able to go in there and consult with them. You're high enough in status that they wouldn't turn you away at the door. But first, Yanfled is she's got a sewing room of sorts. So this room, number 16, is a little sewing room and a small library. And as soon as you come in, she smiles warmly at you again and says, "Oh, Aragost, please come in. Sit down. Can I bring you any refreshments?"
No, thank you.
Oh, it's very nice to see you again.
It's been far too long.
So what brings you to the Angle? I mean, this is not exactly where you expect to find many highborn Dunedain these days.
Yes, I was just passing through and traveling when I came across those dwarves, and then we were attacked last night.
Yes, bad business. I heard that they lost one of their friends. That's terrible.
They did, and he died honorably.
Well, that's something. I hope that the Hillmen treat him with respect. I've heard terrible things about the kinds of things that they're capable of.
They mourned his passing last night, but I do believe they do want to try to retrieve him.
From what I understand, that may not be feasible, at least in the near future, unless we can break this siege. Usually these things last all winter, though. They're rarely successful, fortunately.
Well, with winter approaching, that may at least help some.
It's more in their favor than in ours, I'm afraid. We rely so much on the horses, and once the snow falls, well, they're less useful. I must admit, this is not exactly where I saw myself winding up back in those days in Tharbad. I thought I would marry some glorious noble and spend the days in court, not relegated here to a frontier outpost.
Oswey does seem nice, though.
Oh, I suppose he's a bit of a. He's entirely too serious, really. But my father thought that an alliance with Amrodan was something to be desired. Not entirely certain why.
You may not know why, but it has helped.
Well, I just wish that I could have married for love instead of politics. And if I was going to marry for politics, I wish I could have wound up somewhere less rustic.
Many of us do not get that choice.
So, is there someone that your family has been planning to ally you with?
Not as of yet. Once I return home, they may have someone, though.
Well, in the meantime, I suppose a young, handsome man like yourself shouldn't have too much difficulty finding someone to spend his time with.
Not as of yet. Just still trying to make my way through.
She takes a little scooch closer to you, leans toward you, and you can't help noticing that her attire is not exactly suitable for a frontier fort. She says, "Oh, I think you might find someone a little bit more closer to hand than you think."
We shall have to see how things progress.
Oh, and
Sounds
by
like
the
your
way, the sitting room I mentioned earlier is right up here in 21. So her husband is literally just 2 doors away.
Yeah. Yes, I see being up here has not tired you out at all.
Quite the contrary. I find myself with an abundance of energy.
But there's so much to do up here.
Oh, yes. Sitting, reading, sewing, more sitting, lying in bed.
Prior to last night, you never traveled to, I can't remember the name of, because I was only there for one session, the place that was just attacked.
The place that was just attacked was Inari's Drift.
Yeah, Nari's Drift.
Oh, well, it's not exactly a high-class establishment. Spending time carousing with hillmen is, well, let's just say it's a far cry from the entertainments in Tharbad.
But compared to this,
Yeah, well, games of dice with ugly hillmen, no thank you. I suppose Marendil is a bit of a distraction occasionally, but he's just so morose ever since his wife died.
yes, I had heard.
Let's go ahead and move on. Did you want to attempt to influence Marendil and Oswy at all?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay.
Let myself into there.
Okay. I've spent a little bit of time with you, so let's actually go ahead and make an influence roll. I think there's a line on the character sheet for that. Oh yeah, there it is. Leadership and influence under the miscellaneous skills.
Ah! Wow, I don't have very high.
Nobody does. Nobody took any of those skills specifically, so
No modifiers.
let me go ahead and see. A 55, even with a modifier. Whatever arguments that you make, either in favor or against this cavalry charge, don't really seem to shift Marendil at all. But at least it's too late in the day for him to do anything about it now. When the morning arrives...
I don't have checkboxes in leadership and influence. Is that because I'm a dwarf or because my appearance is 1?
No, it's because that's not a skill that you can buy points in.
Okay.
However, there are a number of secondary skills that are related to it, and you can buy points in those secondary skills.
Gotcha. Okay.
But yeah, there's no actual ranks associated with base spells or leadership. Okay, so the next morning, the hillmen are up on the hill again, and this time Marendil just cannot be persuaded. And so he orders the lancers out and says, "Aragost, if you'd care to join us, we've got a horse for you. Join the charge and we'll push those hillmen right out of here. As for you dwarves, I understand that you're not much a horseman, but if you've got bows, you can go up onto the palisade walkways and support us with bowfire."
I look over at Mhenuk. We good?
I have no bow of my own, but I can take my best shot at the available distance, I suppose.
We'll cover you with our bows.
Oswy nods curtly and says, "Head over to the armory and select yourself a short bow. And once again, it's a +5 weapon. They do at least have nice gear here."
So now my composite bow that I did have, that's in a sense moot because of what I could get in the armory.
If you want to exchange your bow for a nicer one, sure, you certainly may.
Okay.
And again, a +5 in the items column for missile.
And that would be considered a short bow.
You can still be a composite bow.
Oh, okay.
It's a little long for you, but since you'll be standing up on a platform, you can still draw it.
Could get me a box.
Yeah. You might need one to see over the parapet anyway, right?
Right.
All right. What about Aragost? Are you going to take him up on his offer to give you a horse and join the charge?
Yes, I do believe I shall join you. It does not sound like things will go the way you wish, and I feel being on the ground may be more helpful if things go awry.
Good man, good man. So out in the Bailey, you are assigned a horse, get it saddled up, and let me take a look at your character sheet here. Plus
I
19 to
can.
ride.
Yes, I can ride a horse. I can't track anything, but I can ride a horse.
That's okay. I think tracking is covered by your ranger.
Yes.
Take a look for rules for mounted combat here. I believe that you get the horse's movement for free, and that's the only thing to worry about. So let's find horse. Fast. That's real useful. Speed chart on the next page. Okay, so your base movement rate is 100 feet.
Super fast.
Right.
So like,
So then the horses gather at the sally port, and you can see the hillmen up on the ridge shouting and bellowing.
well, that's all there are? That's not that many.
This is just representative because obviously we've got a much different.
Each icon equals at least 15.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think each one is 30 feet wide. 31 feet wide.
We got Marendil coming out here to lead the charge. So I'm not going to detail all of this necessarily. Oh, staying in the back, are you?
I don't see it going well, and I am not the best with a polearm. I'm guessing they probably gave me a polearm or a lance of some kind.
If you want one, you can have one, but you might be better served just using your sword.
Yeah, I am not good with the polearm, and that is again why in the back. That way I don't get stabbed by the lancers behind me.
Right.
And again, I don't see this going well, and while yes, I will stand here in the front, they're going to. I would like to have the ability to not have to get stabbed first. Again.
All right. So then range from the palisade to that area is 740 feet. What is the range on your
Not
bows
that.
looking like?
It's going to take us 7.5 rounds just to get to them.
That's going to take longer than that because you're going to cross that river and come around from the flank.
Yeah.
How long are rounds in this game? It occurred to me last time that I had
10
never
seconds.
asked that. Okay.
7.
10-second rounds. And now that I know how to...
For 300 feet is your absolute maximum range with the composite bow.
What about
So,
the short bow? I'm guessing
Bryan,
that's lower.
Bryan,
Yes?
do me a favor. Could you move Mhenuk, or at least give us a distance from the eastern furthest bottom point of that wall? So be to my left. No, I'm sorry. To the other side. Am I looking at the map wrong? North,
From here?
south, east. That's east. So,
At best, you're looking at 700 feet.
Can you go to the left of where we are now? I mean, my left, your right. And what is that?
700
About the
feet.
same.
So if we can get them to come up towards the river, we'll be 6'5", between 5.
Yeah, so your maximum range is somewhere
right
going to
around
be along that
there.
line. Yeah.
Gotcha.
And with the short bow, it's the short bow's base range.
Okay. So I think what we need to do is we just need to have all the lancers and everybody stand around here-ish and just start yelling at the hillmen like their mother was a hamster and their father smells of elderberry. And eventually, maybe they might come closer to us.
Yeah. So, difference
But these are
between...
hillmen. That might be a compliment.
Well, that's true. The difference... What have we got? Difference between short bow and composite?
Short
bow max range is 240.
Yeah. So if you guys
I'll
come right up to the river,
so we could come up to the river,
you'd be at your maximum range.
Yeah. So we've got 300 for the composite, about 200 for the short bow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. I think our odds of taunting people to fight cavalry on a plane is great, honestly.
I'm going to keep the
I think it's
composite.
about as good as this going well.
If they decided to charge, they would have to come across that swamp ground and the river. So you'd have more than enough time to back off. But if they have any bowmen of their own, they do have high ground. Marendil seems to think that they're going to come down and fight him on the plain.
Yeah,
he may be full of it.
Let's approach to within max bow range and then see what happens.
Well, and what I'm thinking, and Mhenuk, let me move my fella. So if we come down here and we can get them somewhere below this around the 6, we've got them, because this puts us at the lowest part of the wall here, right?
Mm-hmm. That would be the closest that you would get to them on the plain.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we could see if they decide to fight cavalry on the plain.
I mean, yeah, and that was me conversing with you. What do you think of that?
I think we can shout at them from here and they won't respond, my friend.
Okay, fair enough.
But Marendil's the one we gave the ring to, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, yes. This Marendil fellow seems to have a strange relationship with the people under his command. I think we should talk to that cook if we get the opportunity.
I agree with you, and also watch our backs.
Are we ready to start this battle?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Now, will you need the initiative table for this?
Probably eventually.
Okay, eventually. Okay, just let me know. I have it open.
Okay. All right, so then horses can go not very far. But we're going to go ahead and give them... actually, Oswy and his guys, Marendil orders them across the stream over there.
Good plan.
And then he's going to come out to the middle of the river, or the middle of the plain. You're going to follow them. Okay.
Yeah.
As soon as the hillmen up there spot these guys heading across the river, they redeploy a little bit and move to get ready for that flanking maneuver. And Marendil's just going to charge straight ahead.
Yep.
All right. And dwarves, are you going to stay there behind the palisade still?
Yes.
Okay, so then what's the range here? From here to the river is 188 feet. So as the lancers start to ford the river, it becomes clear that these guys do not, in fact, have bows.
Good.
Because they're not shooting at you. And then this group is coming around the flank, and I got to make sure I don't lose my token off the edge of the map. All right, so then at this point, we're charging up the hill.
Okay, these are hillmen. They speak Dunael, right? Or are they Quenya?
Well, Kenya is an elvish language, so almost nobody speaks that. That's like the high elf.
Okay.
They definitely speak Westron, probably.
Okay.
Some of them might speak like Nahiduk, and then the Dunman will speak Dunael. All right, so at this point, the Lancers and Marendil crash into the first line of hillmen, and I'm going to give you a tribesman and a Dunnish leader to fight. All right, so you are going uphill into these guys, which is a bit of a disadvantage, but you're also on a horse, which counteracts that disadvantage.
Yay.
And you see both of these guys have strange-looking clubs in their hand. They're smooth and they're kind of bent, and they've also each got a spear.
I think my dwarven friends may like those clubs.
They've got first go, so they're going to be just holding their ground, waiting for you to come to them. And if you get within range, then they're going to try and throw those clubs at you.
Okay.
What do you plan to do?
Do I know the range of their clubs?
Not off the top of your head, no. But if you were to guess, a weapon like that can be hurled 20 to 30 feet.
Oh, probably just moving up to about here. That still keeps me a little over 30 feet away from them. See if I can't get them to pull in closer.
So then no attack this turn, so it's just going to be movement. And as soon as you get within that 30 feet...
Well, I'm just outside the 30 feet. I should be.
Okay. In that case, they're just going to each take a step forward and hurl their clubs. What's your defensive bonus?
35.
35. I'm thinking a 34 on the missile weapons attack table is a miss.
Yeah, no, I think it
Yeah, I
goes
think
up to
it has to be like
70.
a 70
Let me
something.
check
Yeah.
real quick.
Yeah, 23 likewise.
But yeah, it requires 71 at least.
All right,
To
so
hit chain.
And what are you wearing versus chain? Yeah, you have to get 76 to hit.
they underestimated how or overestimated how far those clubs would fly, and they fell a little short. And so they're both switching to their spears now, and kind of settling in and ready to receive your charge. What are you going to do?
Oh, going for a charge? Sounds good. Yeah, that's what they're ready to receive. I shall give them exactly what they expect.
Okay, now they're too far apart for you to be able to attack them both at once, which would probably be a bad idea anyway.
Left.
Okay.
Arbitrary reason, no reason whatsoever. Just left.
Dwarves, are you still staying up on the palisade?
I want to look behind us to see if there's any funny business happening.
Okay.
Does that require a roll?
No, you can just trot across the bailey and look over the wall on the other side.
Yeah, is there any kind of ambush happening, or
nothing that you can see? Actually, yeah, do give me a perception roll.
Cool, I will.
Because there could be something over there. I haven't decided yet.
All right, if I can find where perception is on the table.
And as Mhenuk moves, I turn with him.
114.
Looking over to the east, you see some flashes of gray amongst the trees. You can't quite tell what it is, but there's some kind of a medium to large animal in the woods.
Can you show us about where?
Sure.
Oh, you moved over there, Mhenuk?
Yeah, he wanted to check.
I'm checking around
the back.
Okay.
And so you see that animal or whatever over in that blue circle.
Mhutvak, I fear our suspicions may be correct. And also that our friend is not as correct about the woods as he thought. As much as I'd like to help them out there, I think we may need to deal with wolves yet again.
I'm coming.
And I'm going to move to the top of the hill then, in that case. I want to be up by the tower so that I can run away if I need to.
Okay. Go ahead and move your token to wherever it is that you want to be to start this encounter. All right, So now we've got a split party. This is fun. So then for our next turn, who's got first declaration?
All right, hold on. So that would
Mhenuk's
be...
got a new movement maneuver penalty here, so we might need to adjust him.
Okay, I've got negative 30
bad,
on here.
Because, my new move maneuver penalty is -5.
-5? Okay.
If I have it, it'll be -10 when I get the greaves, but we haven't finished forging those yet, so I'm saying I'm not wearing them.
All right, I've got -5 in there. Okay.
Okay.
All right, so first would be Mhenuk, and...
All right, so what are you planning to do?
I am going to... how do like bows work? Can you prepare them? Because that's kind of what I want to do. I want to knock an arrow and look in that direction and get ready to fire if anything comes.
Yeah, at any time if you want to have a held action, you can delay what you're going to do until the circumstances change. So
cool. Yeah, I will hold a bow shot downhill.
Okay.
In that case.
And then who's next to declare?
All right, so next would be, so we don't have Glock. Is Dagar with us?
No, he's holed up inside the Tirthon.
All right, so let me do this just for my own. Give me just a moment.
There are some of the Volsegi in here, but I'm not gonna worry about rolling or anything for them.
All right, it would be me next.
Okay, so what are you planning to do?
All right, so I'm going to move from the wall over to the corner to Mhenuk's left, right there by the tower.
Okay.
So I'll be flanking him to the left.
All right, and so then in terms of NPCs, let's grab a couple of those wolves and pay off what you think is there. Actually, I've got an even better idea.
Uh-oh.
Not wolves. Oh, I don't have pictures for the wargs.
So it's just wolves, but worse.
And give me another perception roll, both of you.
Okay.
114. Oh, that was the previous perception.
Yeah, that
Never
was the
mind.
previous
79 and 73. You think there's probably a little bit of something else moving around back there also, but you can't tell what it is.
Okay. That's what I like to hear.
Okay, so then it is time to declare what these other guys are doing. So both of the Dunmen down here are going to stab at Aragost as soon as he gets within range. And then the Dunnish leader is going to move 10 feet into this spot. Where exactly are you going to move to, Greg?
Right here.
Right in front of that guy? Okay.
Yep.
So he will not be able to stab you.
Good.
Okay. So then nobody is actually shooting missile weapons. Nobody's casting spells. Right. So then Aragost is the quickest, I believe, still. So he goes first.
I'm not close enough to melee.
Well, you get your move is part of your melee
That far, even?
because you're on a
30
horse.
feet?
Yes.
Ah, sweet.
Because
Yeah,
what, you can
alright.
move half of your movement in the attack? Oh. Nice. That is really good.
And what's his bonus for things for my modifier?
Minus 25.
Minus 25. Submitting in my minus 25 modifier to go stabby. I don't know what he's wearing.
Yeah, what is he wearing? But I imagine that'll be
He is
too
wearing
little.
soft leather.
Soft leather 55 is, yeah, nothing.
So then who's next in the melee order?
So it'd be Mhenuk.
Really? I thought he would be last.
I was holding my missile attack.
Oh, I got you. Then it would be me.
Okay. You're not meleeing those, so then
Nope.
NPCs, I guess.
Yes, NPCs.
I guess that would be the natural thing because they're the only other people that are meleeing.
Yes.
All right. So this guy was hoping to be able to stab at Aragost, but isn't able to. And minus 35. Defensive bonus. Ooh, nice shot.
Ow.
All right. So what is that?
This
a
is
spear
a
a two-handed
polearm.
weapon?
Yes, two-handed.
Okay, and you're wearing chain, right, Aragost?
Yep.
Okay,
How many hits do I take? And please don't tell me it's a crit.
Is there anything special about spear versus chain or no?
Oh, actually, it's got a minus 5 offensive bonus.
Oh, okay. So 99.
So reduce that by 5.
99 versus chain is a 14A crit.
14, huh?
So 14 hits, and then a 35 puncture crit, I think, will just be...
should be a 25. Isn't that minus 20?
Is it minus 20? Oh, you're right, yeah.
C is plus 0, so...
So yeah, 25 is thigh strike plus 3 hits, if no leg armor, 3 hits per round.
Are you wearing leg armor, Aragost?
I don't think so. I should probably pick some up while we're here. I think all I'm wearing is chain.
All right, so you're bleeding pretty badly from the leg. Again.
Again.
Is it the same leg? That's the question.
People like shooting me in the leg. Why don't I get up on a horse and make it easier for them to see?
And then in our movement phase, these two wargs come out of the woods, and they cannot quite reach you, but here they come.
And do they get within range?
Oh, they are well within range.
All right.
The closest one is only 30 feet away from you.
Cool. Yeah, so I already declared my action, so I guess that means I gotta shoot him. Shooty time. Are there any modifications to this?
Let me look. I didn't fill out the wargs' character tokens.
I was just wondering about bows,
minus
too.
55.
And anything else because of the range or no?
No, you're at short range, so...
Okay. Minus 55. Yeah, and that's going to be nothing.
Okay. All right. So then that's everybody. Next round. Mhenuk, you're still declaring first. What do you intend to do?
I want to swap to my hammer.
Okay. You'll take a minus 10 offensive bonus if you want to swing with it. This turn.
I think I want to swap to my hammer and try to parry. Probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
With how much of your bonus?
All of it.
All of it? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Totally defensive then. Right. Who's up
next?
That's
your hammer, right?
Yeah. I also have a shield, but I just want to get into melee mode.
Okay. And I'm going to knock an arrow and hold.
Okay. You're not going to actually shoot at anybody?
I mean, Can I move and shoot?
You can move up to 10 feet and shoot.
I think you should also be within range.
Yeah,
if you're that close to me.
All right, I'll declare shooting.
Yeah, your base range is 75 feet, so you get no penalty at the range that you're currently at.
Okay.
Let's see. That would make it Warg's turn and other people.
Yes.
So they're both going to charge, one to Mhutvak and one to Mhenuk. And then you've got a troll coming out of the forest right behind him.
Oh boy. I was worried
and
you were going to say that.
There's several more wolves and wargs coming out of the forest, and the Volsegi are moving to engage them. Meanwhile,
how loudly can dwarves shout?
You can bellow pretty good.
That's true, and we have people in the tower behind us too.
Mm-hmm.
In theory.
Yeah, there'll be some arrows coming down from there. The Dunman is going to move up and attempt to attack Aragost from the side. The tribesman is going to hold his ground and stab at you with his spear again. And what is Aragost going to do?
Attempt to stabby him again.
Okay. Spellcasting, nobody. That means missile weapons next, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Give me your shot, John.
So I guess Mhutvak goes first.
Yes. So I'm going to...
Missiles.
Let's see.
And wolves are considered unarmored, right?
Yes.
Actually, I was thinking of, and you'll have to correct me. So to my left, I see a wolf, a warg. Mm-hmm. In front of me, I see a more humanoid. Should I shoot at the humanoid first?
Well, no, you just got two wargs coming so far. The troll is going to be coming out of the woods, but he's still in the woods right now.
Okay, so the two
could wait, but he's going to be at pretty long range.
If you're looking at
I'm sorry, go ahead.
The Volsegi are allies.
Oh, the two blue ahead of us.
Those are both the wargs.
Yeah.
I just don't have tokens assigned to them.
Oh, no worries. Yeah. Let me shoot the one directly in front of me.
Let me see if I can find a better token for them.
That's all right. So I've got a 5 stat and a 33 OB on my missile. What does that remind me what that means?
That's the 33 is the total bonus that will be applied when you hit the roll button. Did you also apply that +5 from the item?
I did not. I put it on the sheet, but I didn't apply it.
Yeah, in the item column for your missile weapon,
yes.
Go ahead and put +5. Or actually just 5. I think if you put a plus there, it breaks it.
Yep.
So in the equipment page, you mean?
No, on your skills page.
Skills page, sorry.
There's a column for items. Should be like third from the left.
Oh, item. Got it. Okay.
All right.
Hold on. So I'm doing it'll be the 33 plus the 5, right?
Well, no, when you press that button, it'll add all of that up together.
Although I do see my modifier little pop-up window, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and when that pops up, then that's where you put the -55.
Oh, -55 there. I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Everything else is calculated for you based on the
very good
data. -4.
That is not a good roll.
Nothing. But what was your roll? 18. So that's not a fumble, right?
Right. And I can't even see his actual roll. It's got so many. The
actual roll was an 18. Unmodified 18.
All right. So then the only other person shooting a bow is Mhenuk.
I wasn't shooting. I was.
Oh, you weren't shooting? Oh, that's
he
right.
shot last. He swaps. Yeah.
Okay. So that's the end of missile weapons. How about melee? Should be Aragost first.
Yay! And it's the same -25.
Yep.
Still using you're using your sword, right?
Yep.
One hand.
Because I figured that was. I didn't think this was going to go very well for the pole arm, and I'm much better at the sword than I am the pole arm.
Are you slashing or stabbing?
Nice.
Good old slash.
Did you say they were wearing rigid leather?
Soft. They were wearing soft leather.
Or soft leather. All right. 104 versus soft leather. That's 14 hits and a C critical.
Okay.
And what level are they?
They are level 2.
Level 2. So that's a C2. Nice.
And a 65, it won't be a 65 C critical, or actually it will be. C is unmodified. And then there's no secondary critical on his sword anyway, right?
Not for the sword, right?
It'd be canceled anyways. But the 65 critical on that is a minor forearm wound, plus 4 hits, 2 hits per round, stunned 1 round.
Ooh, nice. Stunned is good.
Nice good slice into his arm.
And did that include the... Yeah, there it is. +5 for the weapon.
Mine wasn't the +5. I didn't pick up a
you didn't,
+5.
You didn't pick up another weapon?
Nope, because I went and talked to Lady.
Huh. I wonder what that +5 is then.
I have no idea. That's been there. Oh, that's from my special abilities.
Oh,
background bonus to one-handed edged weapons.
Okay.
Nice.
That's also why I have it on the background bonus to chain and the background resistance to essence. That's why it's under special and not item.
Aha. All right, so then that guy's stunned, but his boss comes over here. Has an 83 versus chain.
83 versus chain, and he's using a spear, right?
Correct, two-handed.
83 versus chain is 9 hits, no criticals.
Oh, thank you. So that's another 9 to add on to there. So that's 15 total now.
I count 26.
Oh, there were 20. Where's the other 11 from?
You took 14 off from that first attack.
Okay, so 26 total. Okay, cool.
And then you're also taking your hits per round, right?
Yeah, that's what I was calculating in there too. So
cool.
All right.
I hate to do it to you.
That's fine. I don't care. I get more experience this way.
All right, so
See,
these are...
Those are the words of somebody who knows how the game works.
I'm the one who tracks experience. I figured it out.
Up to you, but then needs to make a...
You don't get experience for damaging for hurting an enemy unless you crit them or kill them. But you get experience if they hurt you or crit you.
Very nice.
And other things too, like casting spells and doing maneuvers and things like that.
Get experience for almost everything. Actually, all of those perception rolls were medium maneuvers.
That was all of us. So that's medium perception. Didn't they both do two of those?
Yes.
Okay, so that's going to be times 2.
All right, so he can attack with his full offensive bonus. All right, so this is going to be the Tooth and Claw table.
Mm-hmm.
And what's your defensive bonus?
Me?
Yeah, versus you.
My defensive bonus is 30, plus I'm parrying.
All right, and your offensive bonus then, one-handed concussion?
My one-handed offensive bonus is 69.
Okay, so reduced by -10 because you're changing weapons. So -89 total. Ouch! It did not help you.
With -89?
Yeah.
Good golly.
Oh my gosh, look at that roll.
Ow.
That hurts a lot. So but what size are they? Because it's going to hit the cap.
It's a large.
So
it's bigger than you are.
So that's the 135, right?
If that's what it says is the limit on the large, then yes.
Because there's 3 lines beyond where it says maximum results for large attacks. So I'm assuming that, like, as you're reading downward, it ends at the maximum.
Right, because there's another size category above large. Huge.
Cool. Okay, yeah. So in that case, it's 20 hits, and I take a C critical. And what's the critical for that? Puncture?
I'm gonna have to look up the animal statistics table. I think it's puncture and a secondary slash.
Oh, puncture and a secondary slash, but the slash is going to be -20, I think, right?
Right.
Yeah. So the puncture is strike through lower leg, sever muscle, -50 activity. I'll actually record that this time. Stunned for 3 rounds. And then the 85 critical -20 on crush, you said, or slash.
Slash, yeah.
Is 85 -20 is 65. So that's minor forearm wound, 4 hits, 2 hits per round, stunned 1 round. So if I count correctly, that's a total of 4 rounds of stun for me.
Actually,
or does it not stack?
It doesn't stack.
Okay, so 3 rounds of stun. I've already assessed the activity penalty, and then
how many extra hits was that from the forearm wound?
Let's see. Oh, so the first one doesn't have any extra hits.
Right.
But the additional hits on the forearm wound are 4 and 2 per round.
Okay.
And then I said 20, I think, on the
original attack.
the original one. Okay. And then how do hits per round work? Like, do I take the 2 now, or is it the end of round?
No, those will only be they're calculated at the end of the round, but because you received it this round, you don't take them yet.
Okay.
You'll take them at the end of the next round.
Cool. So I'm only down to a quarter hits. And my movement rate is negative 75 now.
All right. So then...
It's cool. I'm a turret.
At least you're not on the ground as a turret. You're just in its mouth as a turret.
I don't know. My leg muscle's been severed. I may not be on the ground rules as written, but...
Mhenuk, you have just enough time to see your buddy get savaged. This warg's got him by the leg. What's your defensive bonus? Mhutvak, sorry.
40.
All right, that is good news.
I'm just imagining that I was all prepared to parry like a strike to my upper body or throat or whatever with my hammer, and then the wolf just dives at my leg. Just totally
I rolled a 98 and a 99.
Yeah. But that's only a 94, right? Versus...
Yes. 94 versus rigid leather, right?
Yes.
94 versus rigid leather is 9 hits and an A critical, which is going to be taken to...
that'll be zip.
Yeah, it's going to be zip. So, just 9 hits.
But he still gets the experience for taking an A.
Oh, that's good.
All right.
He gets an A and 9. Good.
And I think that is everybody for this round.
Yes. Did we do movements?
Was anybody moving?
I don't think so.
No. The only thing I want to do is drop my bow and grab my hammer.
Okay. I am going to give you some backup.
Yeah, that sounds good for them right now. I probably will too.
Because I did say, there was one thing of movement. I'm going to make it a young troll instead of a full-grown troll.
Oh, a troll.
I can take him.
I think he'll more just take you somewhere over the ridge.
What are the Black Knight lines from Monty Python?
It's only a flesh wound.
Just a flesh wound. Yeah, I knew that.
Your arm's off.
No, it's not.
Come back, I'll bite you in the knees.
Come on, you pansy. All right.
I'll call it a draw then.
So Mhenuk, the only thing that you can do is parry or run away.
I mean, my back's already to the tower, right?
It can be, sure.
Yeah. So if I'm already against the tower, then I'm just going to try to parry. Just cover myself with my shield and my hammer as best I can.
All right. You've got this wolf worrying your leg, so you're trying to push him off, I guess.
Yep. So when I'm stunned, I get half my offensive bonus as DB, right?
Well, you can parry with up to half of your offensive bonus. However, you're also at minus 50. So.
Oh, so that just applies to like everything combat related?
It applies to your pre-offensive bonus. You still get your full defensive bonus from your shield and so forth.
Gotcha. So that applies pre-halfness.
Right. So
cool.
What was your offensive bonus was 69. So yeah, it's cut in half and then minus 50.
Yep.
So yeah, parrying is not really actually going to do you any good.
Oh, the minus 50 is after being cut in half, not before.
Oh yeah.
Because if it's before, then I get
before,
9.
Then you'd
Yeah.
We'll
so then my total DB would be
9.
like 34, I guess. Right.
Something like that. Yeah. If it's 9 after being minus in half, then your defensive bonus will be 39. So it's slightly better than not parrying at all, but not much.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because I get 5.
Okay.
Agility.
So then
the Mhutvak and then the NPCs.
Okay. Then what are you planning to do, Mhutvak?
Yes, I am swapping to my hammer and preparing to strike the warg that bit me.
Okay. The wargs are both going to attack the people that they were attacking before. This Volsegi is going to attack the warg that's hitting you. And this other guy is going to come around the side of the tower. He's pretty far away. He's not going to be able to get all the way there to help Mhenuk. And the troll's going to be coming up the hill, but he won't be able to reach you yet either. And then there's some guys on the tower that are going to be shooting some arrows, so hopefully they will help too.
Okay.
In the other field of combat, this stunned tribesman is going to try and get away. So he's going to be running up the hill and then try and get down the other side. And then the guy on your flank is going to stab at you with a spear again. And what are you going to do, Aragost?
Yeah, I'm not going to let him run away. He and his friend have not been doing good things. They need a reckoning, either brought in or down. So,
all right, so you're going to chase him?
I'll get melee before he gets movement, so stab him.
Oh, that's a good point.
Well, slash at him, and then if I have to, chase him, but slash at him
move
first.
You up there so that we get some space for him to run away.
Yeah, he might not get to run away.
We shall see. All right, so missile fire is going to hit the wargs first. Crossbow versus warg 2.
Nope.
This tower is not 50 feet tall.
Yeah.
How far away is he from the base of the tower?
No armor missile, you need to get 91 to hit.
Oh, okay. So then let's grab another shot. Let's see. Let's say how many arrow loops are up there. Let me find out real quick. 3. All right. So there's going to be one coming at the warg that's attacking Mhutvak.
Okay.
88.
Nope. Still not enough.
And one more against the guy attacking Mhenuk. These guys are not good shots.
Apparently not.
I tried.
Oh, that was just another 68. I didn't realize that it had been.
Yeah. It was the same result.
Cool. Crossbow bolts into the ground.
So that's the end of missile weapons. Melee. Aragost goes first.
Yay. What is going
Oops, I forgot to record hits per round.
And you said I didn't need to take him this round, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, this will be the first. We'll take them this round. So
cool.
I have it on the sheet so I don't forget. You're at 2. I'm at 3 per round. So what is my lovely? What's his lovely bonus for my negative?
25.
Still?
Actually, since he is turning around, you do get the rear attack bonus. What is that, Jacob?
For a one-handed slashing weapon, rear attack, in addition to the flank bonus.
Well, he's not getting
I
a
guess
flanking
since he's
bonus
not getting
because...
flanked, that's not what that means. It's plus 20.
Okay, so minus 5 then.
Nice, even better. I thought he was going to try to not. I thought he was going to get the half other thing for stud, but I'll take a minus 5 instead of a minus 25.
Oh yeah, he's stunned too, so he gets that.
That'll be good.
That'll do.
Yeah, for stunned, he also gets another plus 20, so that's 208.
So 208. I think that's going to be max.
Yeah, and he was wearing soft leather, right?
Yes.
So that's 25 and an E critical. And you didn't have a secondary critical, right? But your primary critical is going to be...
Hey, man,
50,
nice shot.
Which is a minor chest wound.
I don't
3
think
hits,
he's running away.
a hit per round, and -5 activity.
How many additional hits?
3 extra hits, 1 per round, if he survives.
Okay. He's still up.
Aw.
Yeah.
It's a minor chest wound.
Yeah.
Minor.
Pretty impressive that you gave him a chest wound by stabbing him in the back.
It came out through the chest.
Minorly.
I see.
Just the tip, just the pointy tip came out through the chest.
Major
Just
damage
the
to the back, minor damage to the chest. That sounds
Just
about
the
right.
It's like a
Pointy
reverse
tip.
gunshot.
Mhm.
Okay, 48, I'm guessing, doesn't do much.
And what's that versus?
Okay,
versus
48
chain.
versus chain is, nothing.
3 more.
Okay, and then we're over here for the wargs. I'm going to have him claw you instead of biting again.
So that's going to be a slash, I'm assuming?
Yes.
This time, but still tooth and claw attack.
Right, so then we said your total defenses bonus is going to be 39,
I think
but
so.
you're stunned,
Mm-hmm.
so only minus 19.
Yep. 90 versus chain is 6 and a T critical, and this is a slash critical, right?
Yes.
So 63 minus 50, 13. So a minor calf wound, 1 hit per round. Does that get added to what I already have?
Yes.
Cool.
This
But
is
I
an
still
additional bleeding.
only take the 2 this round, right?
Yes.
Okay.
That gets
And then what did I
confusing.
say it was? 90 versus chain is 6 on a T critical.
Then warg number 1. Actually, Mhutvak, you attacked yet?
Well, did Mhenuk, because he's supposed to get to attack first.
I was parrying.
He's
Oh, you were
yeah.
parrying. I got
I'm
you. So
stunned.
no,
And he'd go last
I need to.
because
Yeah, I need to take a strike now.
okay, so you get to attack before the warg.
Yes, please. Hang on just a second. And I'm using my Warhammer. If I've got a +5 there, but I've got a 68 in the OB.
Yeah, that OB, that is a total of that row.
I got you. Okay. All right.
40
Yeah.
plus 8
So as
plus
long
10.
as you put the 5 in the skill row, it'll calculate it when you use the roll.
Oh, in the skill row? Okay. Rather than the item?
Well, no,
Yeah.
that is where you put it in the item.
Gotcha.
Oh, yeah, that's
Okay.
what I mean. On the skills
Okay.
page. Yeah.
All right. But I don't add any. Oh, do I have any modifiers that I need to put in for the warg?
Yes. 65 because you're changing weapons this turn, and he's got a 55 defensive bonus.
So I put a -55.
Negative 65.
Well, let's see how this goes.
Not
What do we got?
bad.
Nice.
Wow.
Here's my one-handed concussion. 143 versus no armor is 22 hits and an E critical.
What level?
And the E critical.
The
46.
wargs are level 5.
Nice.
And then a 66 crit is blow, breaks bone and leg. 12 hits, negative 40 activity, stunned for 2 rounds.
Good night. Okay.
Whew.
Oh, not bad.
Okay, so that's it for melee.
No, because you still got this guy that's about
Oh.
to attack the
That's right.
warg.
Yes, the NPC. Yep.
So 55 minus 20, 35. Oh, and he's got a penalty to activity, so I'm going to go ahead and count that in there also.
And what weapon is this guy using?
This is a one-handed slashing.
Okay.
111.
Oh, yeah, hand axe. 19 hits, D critical. Medium thigh wound, 6 hits, 1 hit per round, negative 10 activity, stun 2.
And this was to who?
This was to one of the wargs,
Okay, so
level 5.
Nothing.
Yeah, but it was from an NPC, so
Yeah,
No, you don't have to worry about that one.
Then. Yeah, I don't do anything then.
Yep.
I saw that was from an NPC. I wanted to make sure it wasn't to a PC.
Okay. We already did these guys attacking Aragost, right?
Yes.
I think so.
Well,
Yeah.
one of
And
them's running
they're-
away, the other one's attacking me.
Did I didn't resolve that one yet, though?
Was there one ward left that would make a strike, or because I hit him?
You stunned him, so he can't attack you.
Okay, gotcha.
I don't think
Oh,
he
actually,
resolved
yeah,
the one that
I
was
think he attacked
attacking
me.
Aragost.
Yeah, the one that
he?
attacked me rolled the 48, I think, the Dunish leader.
Yes,
Dunish leader?
that's
Yeah.
correct.
Okay.
Yeah, he must
Yeah.
be then, I think.
I see.
All right,
Nice,
so
nice.
then movement. How far does a young troll move?
Too far.
65 feet.
Or is it too far enough?
Too far enough. This guy is going to come over and assist Mhenuk because he's a nice guy. All right, next turn. First, calculating.
Yes.
And yeah, I already assessed my 2 hits per round, and I have the negative 3 for next round.
All right. So, Mhenuk, what's your declaration?
I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to continue.
Parry?
Yep.
Okay.
This game is brutal if you get hit hard early.
Yeah.
Yep. Who's next?
That would be me.
Okay, what are you going to do?
I'm going to smash again.
Okay.
Awesome.
Dwarf smash. And then NPCs, Volsegi dude is going to attack the guy, the warg that's savaging Mhenuk. Other Volsegi dude is going to move up, and will he be close enough to make an attack? Yeah, minus 20. And then
And then it'd be Aragost. Oh, wait a minute.
we got 2 hillmen over here.
Yep, the 2 hillmen.
So the guy that you were going to try and he got to move. I forgot about that. So he gets to move 50. So he's all the way down here, and then he's going to turn around and set himself for another charge just in case. And then the other guy is going to attack you again. So what do you plan, Aragost?
I don't think he's going to get that much further for that much longer. So I'll just turn my attention to him because
Okay.
he's here now.
All right, so then missile fire from up in the Tirthon.
Are you applying the plus 20 again, or do I need to calculate that after the roll?
I'll go ahead and add it this
Okay.
time. So then minus 55 plus 20, 35.
Ooh.
What was his actual roll? Okay, well, somebody up there fumbled.
Do you want me to figure out the fumble, or are you
Nah,
just going to light it? Okay.
we'll say that whoever it was can just step away from the arrow loop and let somebody else shoot.
Okie doke. Yeah, not
15
enough.
hits nobody.
Maybe it is a good thing we charged him. Yeah, still not good enough.
So it's starting to look like a little bit like a pincushion down here with all these crossbow bolts sticking out of the ground.
If this is how it goes when they're shooting directly down from the tower, yeah, I'm a little worried.
All right. So then melee, Aragost.
What's his lovely defense bonus?
His defensive bonus is 30.
Slightly stronger than the other guy. Let's see if it's strong enough. Probably.
One-handed slashing. This is versus soft leather still.
I believe so.
Yeah, 79 and an 8 critical. Or, sorry, 7. 79. 79 total. 7 and an A critical.
Really? What level is he?
Dunish leader is level 4.
Nice.
Yeah, and your 60 is not within kill range quite, but it is a minor forearm wound, 4 more hits, 2 per round, stunned 1.
Whoops.
Don't worry, I have a plan. I think I have finally found the game where I have good rolls.
All right. I think that should make it Mhutvak's turn, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, and I need to try to end the life of this warg if at all possible.
Right. So he is at minus 50 to activity. So your total is plus 15
Oh,
to your
plus
modifier.
15. Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Hopefully this is a good one.
That was
Nice.
a good one.
That was
Nice.
a good one. 191 versus no armor is maxed out, so that's 23 hits and an E critical.
And that's a warg against. That's level 5. That's
Yeah.
2 E5s for you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And that
Thank you.
actually brings your critical up to a level that actually does something. Which is a blow to the forearm, 5 hits, if no armor stunned for 1 round.
They don't wear armor.
As far as I know, wolves do not wear armor.
Nope.
Now, was that your Morning Star?
No, that was actually my hammer.
That was the hammer. Okay.
Yes, sir.
We'll let this guy attack. Warg 2 is not damaged. 60.
60 versus a unarmored target. Yes, no hits.
This guy I said was going to have a minus 20. So minus 75 total. Seems unlikely to help. Yep.
Definitely.
All right. Warg 1 stunned. Warg 2 he's going to turn to the guy that is a bit more of a threat, and he's going to attack this Volsegi dude. So we'll see what happens there.
And just for record, what was Mhenuk's parry? Was it successful?
He's not being attacked, so...
Yeah.
Okay, very good.
And is he toothing or clawing?
He is toothing. Large bite.
Cool. I have my leg back for now. Oh, 141, huh? Yeah, that is maxed out. What armor is this Volsegi wearing?
He's wearing chain.
20 hits and a C critical is strike through lower leg, sever muscle, negative 50 to activity, stun for 3 rounds. This wolf is like me with hips.
So
Well, you know,
better.
they do go for the hamstrings. No, this was to
Yeah.
one of the NPCs.
Yeah, and then the slash critical is going to be at negative 20 from that, so 29. A blow to the upper leg, plus 5 hits. If no leg armor, 3 hits, and 2 hits per round.
All right, so we got another hamstrung guy. Poor fellow. Poor fellow. And Mr. Dunish Leader is stunned, so he can't do anything. Other guy was waiting for a charge that didn't happen. Is that everybody?
I think so.
Yes.
Okay.
So take our damage. And then I think I'm stunned for one more round, right? Since it was 3.
Yes, by my count.
Okay. So yeah. So then I'm going to do the same thing. Keep parrying.
Okay.
Because I don't think I can attack, right? Since I'm stunned.
Right.
Okay.
One more turn until you can attack again.
Cool.
So we are on new round?
Yes.
Okay, very good.
So Mhenuk is parrying.
Yes.
And then I guess Mhutvak, are you next?
Yes.
Okay, what are you planning to do?
Well, I guess at this point I'd like to finish this this little Furby up.
Okay.
Finish him off.
Smack him again.
Smash again.
All right. Warg 2 is going to continue attacking the same guy that... well, actually, no. He's got two people on the ground, so he's going to turn to the third one who is not yet injured. Troll is going to come up and grab the injured Volsegi and try and drag him off into the forest. And then you got 3 guys in the tower that are going to shoot arrows at the uninjured warg. Oh, Aragost.
Yes.
Oh, you go last. Dunish leader is stunned, so he's going to parry. This other guy is going to come back up the hill and try and get in range to attack you again. And Aragost, what are you going to do?
Slashing. If he goes down, start meeting him along the way.
Okay, well, you're only going to be able to do one of those things, so slashy it is.
Slashy.
Okay, so then
Slashy is
spellcasting
good.
and then missile weapons. Okay, crossbow 53 is a nothing.
Yeah, that is a nothing.
71 is probably a nothing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it needs 91. Unless they're shooting the troll and the troll has some kind of armor. But even then, 71 is nothing.
3. I think these
That's a
guys
no.
need to be fired.
Maybe they'd be better firing themselves out of their crossbows.
Right.
That would be concussive damage, though, wouldn't it?
Yeah, just jump down. You'd probably hit the troll. How big's the troll? From above. What's its radius?
Well, if we're
know.
using catapults, it could be like they'd be thrown like that cow over the wall.
All right, so then melee phase. Aragost, take your swipe at this Dunish guy.
He's parrying, I'm guessing, or at least partially. So
Yes, he
what's my
is.
New negative.
He can parry with half of his 72, so 36.
Yeah,
However,
and then
he's also
the-
stunned.
Which is a 20 bonus.
Right, so it's a total of 31 subtraction from your attack.
Wow, all of one difference.
Yeah, he does no penalty to activity.
Nice. 1 slashing. He was wearing soft leather, right?
Soft leather.
113, soft leather 17, and a C critical. Now I think the C
good.
critical is going to do nothing. Oh no, it won't. A C critical is a minor calf wound, 1 hit per round.
Okay.
That's
Hey,
my
pretty good damage.
4th crit tonight.
Well done. All right, so then next, who goes next? Is it the NPCs?
It would be me,
Okay.
and then the NPCs.
Ooh.
So, let's see if
Smack
we...
that warg.
Bashing
Okay, and
friends.
what's he got left?
Let's see. Minus 50 to activity, which means his defensive bonus is minus 5, so plus 15 still.
Okay, all right. But needs a new pair of shoes.
Nice.
Okay.
90 versus no armor. That's just an 8. No critical.
Okay. Fella's in bad shape, but still there whimpering. All right, so then NPCs. This guy is stunned. This guy is going to attack. Come on, do something. You are not useful.
Yeah, let me double check, but I'm pretty sure that's nothing. Yeah, it's nothing.
Right, and then Troll.
Oh dear.
This is just
What's
gonna.
the troll doing?
He's grappling. He's grabbing this guy by his injured leg and pulling him off toward the forest.
Oh, so this is a grappling test to see if he's even successful or not? Or...
Yeah, well, I'm assuming 122. If he hits, he's grappled.
Oh, yeah,
So-
122 versus, I assume a troll is larger than large, or at least large.
He is large, yes.
Yeah. Versus soft leather?
Chain.
Chain. 11 hits and a C. So I don't know if you're doing damage or if it's just to see if it's successful.
Yeah, he's grabbed and he's pretty much dead. He only has a few hits left, so
Okay, yeah, 11.
we're going to
What's
assume that the
I
troll is
just
going to
wanna see
devour
what the
him.
98 critical is.
Rips
Crush,
his leg off.
probably, if he's grappling.
No, there's a grappling and unbalancing.
Oh, yeah,
table.
grappling critical. 98. Oh, yeah. Both arms entangled and pinned to chest. Arms may not be moved until entanglement removed. Negative 75 to activity.
All right, so
yeah, he's completely immobilized.
and troll is carrying him away to eat later. Right, Dunnish leader can't attack because he is stunned still, and this guy is going to be moving all the way back up to where he was before, minus 10 feet, so that he can maybe not be slaughtered quite so quickly. And I think that's everybody.
Did Mhenuk get to parry because he was?
I
not
didn't get
stunned?
attacked.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, the wolf attacked the other dude, I think, right?
Yep.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Alrighty, yeah, that's it.
So
Right,
I'll take my
so-
critical hits. And then
Any
do
movements
am I
before we
unstunned
move
now?
on to the next round?
Yeah, we're in the next round. I did the movement for the one guy that was moving and the
Gotcha.
troll.
All right. So Mhenuk is
Yep.
up next.
Am I unstunned now? Can I attack?
Yes, you can.
Okay, yeah. In that case, I want to try to bash the troll.
Okay.
Or not the troll, sorry, the wolf. I'm not going to chase the troll. I can't move.
Right. You are quite in bad shape, but you can
It's true.
certainly hit the warg,
Yep.
assuming that he doesn't attack you again, which he's not going to. He's going to attack the guy that's still standing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's what I
Um,
get for being first to choose.
Right. Warg 1 is now unstunned, and it's going to try and run away.
Okay.
Mhutvak, what's your plan?
Well, this is going to sound crazy, but if I can, I'd like to swap to my bow, and can I shoot an arrow at the back of the troll's head?
Yes, however, changing weapons and loading in the same turn is going to give you a penalty,
Okay.
offset by the fact that you're shooting the guy in the back. Let's see.
Oh, yeah, let me check. Missile weapon from behind is plus 20,
Okay.
but it's
So
minus
that-
30 if you're drawing or changing weapons. So minus 10 plus whatever the reloading malice is.
You said it was
Okay.
minus 30 if changing weapons on
Yeah.
that table?
Yep.
Okay.
Plus 20 for the rear attack.
All right.
Okay.
So that's going to be a total of minus 10. And then,
Minus 10.
yeah, that that penalty with the changing weapons accounts for the reloading
I see.
penalty.
So it'll be a total of minus 30 or just minus 10?
Just minus 10. And then, well, he doesn't get his agility bonus because he's not aware of the attack. So that's
Okay.
not bad.
Well, I'm going to do it. I'll go ahead and prepare to. I'll swap, and then prepare to fire.
Okay. Warg 2 is going to attack the still standing Vilsegi, who is also going to attack the Warg. The three guys in the tower are going to shoot at the Warg again. Actually, no, they're going to shoot at the troll also because it's now carrying off one of their friends.
Yep. Missile. What kind of armor does the troll have? Still nothing for the purposes of this? Or?
Troll is rigid leather.
Okay.
It's got a tough hide.
And are they all shooting at the troll?
Yes.
Okay.
And then both the tribesman and the Dunnish leader are going to attack Aragost. And what is Aragost going to do?
Let's go for the leader because he's still right next to me, even though I know I can reach the other guy. I'm
Right.
pretty sure they're both very close, and
They will be flanking you for the first time this time, unless you stun that guy again.
yeah, it's a possibility.
So we use stab or slash?
Slash.
Slash.
Shavla.
Okay.
Or I might get that good slash that actually pokes through the back and out the chest again.
Okay.
It's the super slash.
Wouldn't surprise me. Not in the least.
Yet the dude comes back and tries to attack you.
All right. Mhutvak, take your
Okay.
shot.
All right.
So this
Hit
is
him with my best shot? Is that what you were saying?
That's what I'm saying.
and this is
Okay.
versus a troll. The
Take
troll,
it
so
away.
81
Is that how
to
that song
hit.
goes?
Yeah, I think it is. I think that is. Take it away. Okay. So we've got, so with my 38, I've got a 5 in item, I've got a 38 total. So I'm going to hit that. And then what do I put in my modifier again? A minus 10?
Minus 10.
All right. I'm hoping this is a good one.
Oh, it is not.
Nope. And a fumble of 10, maybe.
5 is
Awesome.
your... okay, you barely missed fumbling that one.
Okay.
So you're
Great.
fortunate.
Sales one.
Yeah. I wouldn't call myself a fortunate son, but okay.
Well, at least you didn't break a bowstring or...
Right. Or pop myself in the forehead.
Well, if you're the
Right.
fortunate son, you wouldn't be here on the battlefield anyway.
That's true.
Scatter all
It
of your
is true.
ammunition across a 20-foot radius.
Yeah. It's like, here, have some.
But that arrow, like it hits the bow stave just the way it kind of does, and it spirals off toward the woods instead of coming anywhere near the troll.
I meant to do that. Okay.
All right, so then we got 3 Volsegi going to shoot at the troll.
Let's see how their aim is now.
108.
That is a hit. That is 12 and a B critical. Strike alongside of chest, 1 hit per round, stunned 1 round.
Crossbow number 2.
That does not hit.
And number 3. These guys suck.
That also does not hit. Well, one somehow managed to hit the troll in the chest from behind, which is pretty cool.
All right. Well, because he's stunned, he drops his captive, and being a troll, and inexperienced troll at that, and a little stupid, he's going to just kind of stand there trying to decide whether or not to pick the guy back up or run away. So he's just undecided.
Someone scream shrubbery. Sorry.
All right. So then Mhutvak took a missile attack. Warg 1 is attempting to run away, so he can get 100 feet.
So we've moved into melee at this point, right?
Right. Warg 2 is attacking his Volsegi buddy.
Okay.
About a medium claw attack at 69.
That's 2 hits.
He is not impressed. This guy is still in bad shape. The other guy gets to attack with his hand axe. I should have done Aragost first because he's the fastest, but he's on a different map.
I'm on a different map, so I just figured that's what it was. That you were just finishing that map and then coming back.
Pretty much. 84 versus no armor.
84 versus no armor is 9 hits and an A critical, but
somebody finally hit it.
A is minus 20. Yeah, so
nothing else.
I thought that's hitting the warg. Never mind.
Yeah.
Yep.
I thought we already hit the troll. Oh wait, this is the warg.
So then Aragost, take your swing.
And he'll be negative 30 now because he's no longer stunned, right? Because that stun gave him a whole extra 1 point.
Right.
100 versus soft leather is 13 and a B critical, so give yourself the XP, but the critical's not going to do anything. And you got the 13 hits, Bryan?
Yep.
All right. That should be it for melee.
No, we still got these 2 guys that get to attack.
Yeah, they're still going to try to attack me.
The Dunmans, gotcha.
I also still get to attack, right? Very
at the very end.
Oh,
yes.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Ouch. 115 versus
115.
chain, 2-handed.
20 and a C critical, so a 75 puncture critical. Strike to lower leg, tendons torn, 3 hits, negative 25 activity, stunned for 1 round, and the /A, that means that A is the lowest or the highest it can be, right?
Yes.
Because it's an A regardless, so that's just an 11. Minor calf wound, 1 hit per round.
You may want to think about withdrawing.
Yeah, my horse could. Even though I'm hurt, my horse isn't. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to have to do if I actually survive this next guy, because that all in. Yeah, I already got that on there. Okay, sweet.
Are you bleeding pretty bad at this point?
Oh. Wait,
that's good for you.
I did that backwards. That's actually a 43.
43.
Because I subtracted his stun penalty instead of adding it.
Yeah, 43 and a chain is still a miss.
And now back to Mhenuk.
Yeah, let's go. All right, so will the sheet assess my penalty automatically from the first page?
It should, yes.
Okay. And then what's the modifier? Negative
Minus 30.
30. Okay. Yeah, no, that misses.
Oh, hey, yes, it does.
But I tried.
Next turn. Mhenuk.
We did our. Did we make our movements?
Movement, yes. Did anybody need to move?
I think Aragost was planning to move, right?
Well, no, he was planning to, but he can only do one thing in a turn, so.
Gotcha. Okay. All right, I'll take that off.
He had an attack.
All right. Okay, next round.
I'm going to do the same thing again.
All right.
Okay, so Mhenuk.
Evaluate bleeding here real quick.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Sorry, I got it. Yeah, I'm getting dangerously close to half hits, which means I'll be even more useless.
So you were attacking Wolf again?
Yep.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhenuk's going to bash. I'm next, so I will attempt to shoot the back of the head of the troll, hopefully.
Okay.
And then we need, what are the wargs and or Besieged going to do?
Oh, I did have movement that I was going to do. This guy was running away. I forgot about that. This warg is still attacking the still standing guy, and he's attacking back at the warg. Other Volsegi is lying on the ground screaming, and the 3 guys up in the tower are going to shoot. Over on the other page, this guy is almost dead, so he's going to run away. The other guy is going to attempt to hit Aragost.
Okay.
And I'm going to run away.
Okay.
And you're faster.
I am much faster because I am on a horse.
Unfortunately...
Yeah, I guess to be fair, you may not be much faster, but your horse is.
I am not fast. I have been stabbed in the legs multiple times and must run away for my own sake.
This game is very rough on the lower body, gotta say. Lots of leg strikes involved.
Yeah.
They're just flesh wounds. So we are up to missile attacks, I believe.
Okay. So I think you go first. Shooting troll in the back.
Shooting troll.
Stunned, so that
aiming
makes...
for head.
Well, there's no cult shots in this game.
Oh.
But
sorry.
Since he's
I can't
stunned,
say corner pocket. Just kidding.
Your modifier is plus 15 this time.
Plus 15. Okay.
Nice. That's not fair. The enemy's got to aim for our friend's eye.
Please, they just got lucky.
Please.
121.
Nice. And that's considered rigid leather, right?
Yes.
So that is 17.
Because of his hide?
Yep.
Okay.
17 hits and a seed critical.
Okay, the troll is level 4.
That puts you up to 3 crits.
And is a troll considered to have armor?
Yes.
Because in that case, then it is a strike to the weapon arm, 10 hits. So you busted his arm good.
Good. I'll take it. Thank you.
With an arrow. Not sure of the physics of that, but I'll take it.
Yep.
If it hits the bone, it can do that. 3 guys up in the tower, shooting at the troll again. And this time he's stunned, so at long last, they get positive modifiers.
Nice. 79 is not quite enough to hit. Definitely not enough to hit. That was an unmodified 3.
So we got another guy...
really not doing good.
These guys really are not good at their jobs.
59 also not good enough to hit.
Oh my gosh. All right. That's it from missile.
Wargs or Dunman?
Okay. Let's see.
Wargs should be next.
Wargs,
yep.
Because we're on that page already. So he's going to make a bite at that guy whose defensive bonus is 25. Yikes.
Ooh, 169 versus they're wearing rigid leather or chain. 20 hits and a C critical. Ugh. And a 94 puncture critical is... Ooh. Is he wearing a helm?
I'm going to actually look that up because it does not say, so let's say yes. These guys are pretty well equipped.
In that case, he's only knocked out, but it's a strike to the side of the head, knocked out for 6 hours plus 10 hits. And then the secondary critical is a slash, right?
Yes.
But that's only going to be a 16, I think.
Yeah, you can ignore it.
So
this
yeah, minor calf wound. Yeah.
So that means you've got a warg that's going to be paying attention to you again next turn.
Yeah, don't like that.
Hope you hit him.
Yep.
Hey, you can always get the arrow to the eye.
It's true. From one of the wargs? That would be very interesting.
2 rewards.
Dunman are next, and then the Aragost is last.
Attacks at me.
Right, because he's moving. And you're stunned, so
Yep.
you're not on foot, so I'm not going to count your leg wound against you. 40, I'm sure that misses.
I
Yeah,
appreciate that it does.
it certainly does.
Okay, that I believe is the end of melee.
Wait, did I attack?
Oh, nope, it is not the end of
Okay.
melee. Mhenuk gets to go.
So I will make.
I don't know, you spent so much time stunned, I just assumed.
Yes, that's fair. And then this is still at negative 30. Is that right?
Yes.
That may be a hit. Let's see. Versus no armor, 71. 71? Nah. Misses.
Nope. Okay, that is unfortunate.
It is.
All right, calculating bleeding.
Yes. Gotta hurt myself.
All right, and Aragost, you get to run away. So let's assume that you can successfully disengage because there's no way they can catch you.
And as soon as I'm far enough away, I know what I'm doing next.
Bandages?
Bandages. I
Cool.
didn't get
So you're going to bandage Aragost?
So now that I'm down below half, that means my offensive bonus is completely canceled out. So that means parrying doesn't do anything for me, right?
That is correct.
Okay, so then I might as well attack. Attack.
Throw caution to the wind.
I mean, yeah.
Aragost is no longer stunned. The Vilsegi is no longer stunned, but he can't really do much. And the troll is no longer stunned. So, Mhenuk is attacking. What's Mhutvak doing?
I'm going to shoot the troll again.
Okay. Troll is going to grab his victim again and try and run away. Oh, I forgot about the warg's movement. He's far enough away that he's out of play. And this guy's coming around the corner. See, that guy is unconscious. So this fellow is going to turn back to Mhenuk and hopefully not kill him.
Yeah, let's hope.
3 guys in the tower are shooting again. And Aragost is disengaged. So I'm going to go ahead and move you to rejoin the rest of the group.
Yep.
And by this time, you're starting to hear people shout out that Marendil has fallen.
Great.
That's just great.
But you can see off on the other side of the ridge that the other group of Lancers and Oswy are retreating.
Oh, I'm not alone in retreating then, so that makes me feel slightly better.
Right. We'll say about half of the force that was supporting you is gone. So then missile weapons.
Yes. All right.
So the troll is no longer stunned, but he is still facing away from you. So it's a -5.
-5. Okay.
Good luck.
Fingers crossed. Nope.
Ooh, not good. Unmodified 8.
8. That's not a fumble again. That's good.
Doesn't hit though.
You're starting to think that maybe this bow wasn't quite as good as it was advertised to be.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Might sue the advertiser.
Do they have consumer protections in the second age? Are we in the second age?
You're in the third age.
Oh, the third age.
Yes.
Either way, what are consumer protection laws like?
Not real good in
probably not great.
Rhudaur.
Especially because you didn't technically spend any money on it.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so melee? Oh, wait a minute.
We've still got these 3 crossbowmen that are going to miss some more.
Let's see.
You mean
yeah, no, that's a miss.
Yeah, they hit something.
Nice. 117 versus rigid leather, right? Is 15 and a C critical. So thigh strike, 3 hits. I'm assuming it counts as he has leg armor, so no hits per round.
Okay, let me take a look at what the trolls... He's got quite a few hit points.
What about our third crossbowman? Any luck?
Crossbowman number 3.
Yep, miss.
Still incompetent. That must have been the guy that stepped in to replace the dude who had the fumble last turn.
Yeah, they're just taking anybody at this point.
It's like a 9-year-old kid. He's got a crossbow for the first time and gets a hit. All right, so then melee.
Yes.
He is close enough. He's going to actually... Oh, no, he's been grabbed by the troll again, so he's going to try and hit the troll at -50. So a total of -70. 74? Does that hit rigid
slashing
leather?
versus rigid leather is 3 hits.
So he manages to put a nick in the troll. It bellows at his face. Warg. All right, so your total defenses right now are what? You're minus...
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, my DB right now is 30 still, but my activity penalty is negative 50.
Right. So that wipes out your... Would have wiped out your parry, but you're not doing any parrying.
Yeah, so I think it's just still 30, right? Defensive bonus?
Yeah, it'll be 25 because it's your shield. You're not going to get your agility bonus.
Oh, yeah, and I'm also down for whatever
Unless
that counts for.
Was that agility plus 10, or was that for a magic shield?
No, this is my total. My total DB is 30. 5 are coming from agility, and
Okay.
25 are coming from the shield.
That's what I thought. So then, Here we go.
All right. I'll take it.
Well, that is a fumbly wolf, but 8 is not enough to actually get him a fumble.
Cool.
I don't think.
Snaps on the air. We like it. Or claws the air, I guess.
And then, see, that guy's dead. So that leaves Mhenuk.
All right.
Make your
bash away, bro. Bash away.
Attack.
Do my best. What's my total? What's my modifier now? Still negative 30 or something different?
Yeah, 30.
Nope. Miss.
That's not a bad roll considering you're minus a whole lot.
Yep.
Okay, so then movement. Troll gets about that far. This guy is going to actually manage to intercept him next turn. And I'm assuming that, were you going to stop and bandage in the field, Aragost?
Yes.
Okay.
I think I can make far enough movement that I can bandage in the field.
Okay.
Is that going to stop all 6, or how much will that stop?
Let's see. These were not all from the same wound.
Yeah.
I think you're taking 6, really?
Yeah, that's why I ran. I'm going to drop in 2 rounds if I don't do anything.
So that was from...
I have
lots of leg stabbing.
I have 11 hits left.
Yeah, it's time to run, for sure.
There are several major blood supply pathways through your legs.
3, 2, and 1, or was it 3 and 3?
Oh.
3 and 3.
Okay.
How does bandaging work? Do you bandage like one thing at a time?
Yeah, pretty much. But
gotcha.
Yeah, a bandage will stop up to 3 hits per round, and since it was from 2 different wounds, you can stop all of it.
Oh, good.
You don't need a tourniquet.
I almost did. And you're gonna get 2. Yeah, I stopped bleeding everywhere. I stopped bleeding all over my horse.
You're feeling extremely lightheaded.
Yeah, I'm probably going to be wavering a little bit on the horse as I eventually make it back up.
I'm digging, but very confused by the vibe of this game, because it's like it combines the lethality of OSR, but the combat is way clunkier, so you get like not as far between combat encounters.
Yeah.
I just love the charts. Like, okay, it's a crit and it does all this extra stuff. Oh my gosh, I have to keep track of hits taken every round.
Yeah, that's a good time.
I stopped at 67. I have taken 67 hits this combat.
Wow.
Oh.
I've only taken the 2 crits too, but I get.
Oh yeah, because I guess another round ended, so I've got 37 left. Yeah. Right. Or I guess have we technically ended this round? Because
yeah, we are in this
Aragost.
round right now.
Cool. All right.
Yeah, that should be 38 you've taken this round, or this combat, or have I missed something?
Me? I don't know. I went from 84 to 37 by my count.
Oh, wow. I might have missed something somewhere then. Okay, cool.
So, a little bit more, but you're pretty close.
And I've just been tacking 2 on. You put it on at the end.
But he's taking 3 per turn.
Oh, I thought it was
That's
2.
probably what it was.
Yeah, there was one turn that I only took 2 because it was the first turn that I would have taken 2, but then I got 1 more added. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So yeah, that's why my count was low. Okay.
So yeah, 2 or 3 turns.
So Bryan, we're getting close to 10.
Oh yes, we are. All right. I think
it's an okay.
Yeah, I think this is an okay place. We'll just narrate this out the rest of the way.
Okay. Let's
assume that with the additional help of this Volsegi and this little 9-year-old boy up here with the crossbow, that that last warg is driven off.
Okay.
And see, we'll count the first warg that ran away is a kill for Mhutvak.
Oh, wonderful.
because he drove it off.
And that was level 4.
And then the second
warg
one
was 5, the troll was 4.
Okay, so yeah, credit for the level 5 kill for the warg. The other one we're not going to give any credit for because honestly nobody did anything to it.
It's true.
As
I
it
hit his arm,
happens,
but-
the Dunish leader was so far down that he actually expired the next turn.
Oh no!
So
Nice.
Aragost gets a kill for that guy.
Nice.
Ran away to save my own life, and then he died while bandaging myself up.
Yep.
Give him the short. Give him a little bit of the short sword and keep on running.
And then the Lancers accompany you back in the gate, and everybody is very sad that Marendil has fallen. So Oswy is now in charge.
Hey,
He is relatively unhurt. He's got a few bruises and cuts.
I know one person who's going to like that.
Yep.
She gets a promotion out of this.
I was going to ask, what's your face married to Oswy?
Yes.
Yes, she is.
Wow. Okay.
Okay, and got
She
some.
gets a promotion. She'll be happy.
This was episode 4 of The Dark Mage of Rhudaur. Music for this podcast is provided by Dark Fantasy Studio.